The next strategy I am going to remind us of is the over strategy. Remember, these strategies are all about finding an easier number that we can recognize when solving multiplication problems that may not have an easy number. So I'm looking at the problem 17 times 9, and automatically I'm thinking in my head, wow, that 9 is really close to 10. So that's going to be helpful with our over strategy. So let me show you how this one works. Again, we can use a ratio table, and I'm going to show you an area model for solving this type of problem. So for the over strategy, I know that I have to solve 17 times 9, but I realize that 17 times 10 is easier for me to start with, and 10 is 1 over 9. Okay, so here it is in an area model. So what I would do, again, just like the 5 is half of 10, I'm going to start with my 10 fact. I know that 10 times 17 is 170. Now I'm thinking about what that over means. I'm looking at my 9, and 10 is 1 over that 9. So if I have 1 over, that means I have one extra group of 17. So 1 times 17, that's an easy one, is 17. Okay? So my next step then is I would have to think in my head, okay, I had to go from 10 minus 1 to get to my 9. What that really means is I subtracted 17, my one group of 17, from my 170. Okay, because I subtracted one group of 17. So because 10 minus 1 would give us our 9 groups. Okay, that's our 9 groups of 17. Well, to figure out what that is, I would just have to subtract 170 minus 17. And we all know how to do that. If you don't know it in your head, show your work. So 170 minus 17. Now, some of you might already know this in your head, and that's great. Okay. Oh, I can't take 7 away from 0, so that becomes a 6. And my 0 becomes a 10. All right. 10 minus 7, that's easy. That's 3. 6 minus 1, oh, that's 5. And 1 minus nothing is 1. So 9 groups of 17 is going to be 153. And that's how we can use the over strategy with a ratio table. Okay. Now let me show you with an area model. Okay, I'm just going to switch colors of my pen real quick. Okay, for an area model, I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to have a 10 by 17. You're going to have to forgive my squares. They're not perfect rectangles, I should say. 10 by 17. And I know that's 170. Now, again, with my over strategy, okay, I really want that 10 to be a 9. Okay, so I have to take away one group. Okay, so if I take away one group, and you know what I'm doing? I'm actually going to put a minus here, so that reminds me that I'm taking away that one group. So one group of 17 would really telling me to take away then 17. Okay, if you don't need to put that subtraction sign there, As a reminder, you don't have to. I like to have it there. So with this one, I'm taking away one group. That gives me 9. Okay. I would just have to, again, subtract 170 minus 17 to get that 153. And if you can look over here, 10 minus 1, I'm going to squeak it in red, that 10 minus 1 gives me my 9 times 17, which is my original problem. On the next slide, you can choose to either do a ratio table or an area model and practice the over strategy.